Game number 3, ladies and gentlemen. It's currently 1-1 in this series. Very, very spicy here. Moving onto Sacred Pond. I think that Sacred Pond is the thing. Okay, let me start again. This is the beautiful thing about this tournament. There are several maps here which are so very, very different to how the game is played on other maps. You've got Mirage, which has got technically a safe water. You've got Gold Rush, which has got all the gold in the middle of the map, which makes it very, very different. You've got Arabian Basin, which is, again, another crazy different map, which we don't see anywhere else. They're just very different. The meta is going to be, it's going to take a while for the meta to settle if these maps actually do end up continuing to be played. And I think this map here is one of the maps which will take a lot of testing to work out exactly what the best play is going to be, what the most winning strategies are going to be. And that's Sacred Pond. And I'm excited to see these guys playing on it. So let's jump in to game number 3 here. Ladies and gentlemen, spawning in the bottom of the map with the view lock button on. His name is Matreiuss, and he's playing as Hades. His opponent today in the red color playing as Zeus. His name is Nullus, and yes, the map is indeed Sacred Pond. And a very interesting one here. So we've seen a lot of players thinking that this map is a Chronos map. We've seen lots of Chronos mirrors here where everyone's just like, well, Chronos is just the best pick. But I think that they're both Nullus and Matreiuss are making an incredibly good point by not picking Chronos in this map. Is that Chronos, while it's going to be a little bit annoying, you can very, very easily play around that Chronos rush with both Zeus and Hades. So Zeus has got Ceasefire, Zeus has got Boit, Zeus has got Jason and Odysseus. Chronos has got Chiron, Chronos has got... Sorry, not Chronos. Hades has got Chiron. Hades has got Sentinels, and it can be really, really easy to defend the early pushes that Chronos can do here. So there's that in of itself. Just not say maybe Chronos isn't the way to go here. Well, we don't know because we haven't actually seen it. But we'll have to see what these guys are going to be going for here. The problem that I think these guys are going to be running into is what is the best course of action on this map. So do you have to go for a heavy water fight here? Can you go for a land rush? I mean, against Hades, it's not going to be the best of ideas because Hades gets himself Sentinels, which is going to be a hard thing to knock down, but it is Zeus. So technically speaking here, if the Hades player overcommits to the water and the Zeus player goes for a gold starve type land rush, I'll tell a story here. I've told this story before, but it's been a while, so I'll tell it again. There was a game way back in 2009, 2010. It was part of the Corn tournament, which was a vanilla tournament where Magyar and AOM King played together. This was like the only time in history that those guys had a serious matchup together. And it was one of the most insane series. There's actually a game on YouTube, which is Magyar versus AOM King from that tournament. It was an ISIS versus ISIS on Oasis map, which was absolutely bonkers. But the thing is that they played before the finals. It was a double knockout, double elimination tournament. And before the finals, they played a Zeus mirror, which was absolutely crazy because King was regarded as one of the best Zeus players of all time. And Magyar was a Zeus main as well to some degree at that stage. He also played Zeus incredibly well. But what King did was he went for a fake fast heroic, which is absolutely bonkers. He went for like a 430 advance time, very regular 430 advance time. He cast Ceasefire, and he made it look like he was going for Heroic Age. He put the armory. I could be wrong about this one, but I think he also put an armory up underneath the nose of the Katoskopos, but never finished it. And then he deleted it later or something, and he went for a land rush with Hoplites Toxotes where he put buildings on both sides of the map. The thing is, on Mediterranean, it can be really, really tough to move around the map and get that gold starve going. But on Sacred Pond here, there's all of this space away from the water that you can just walk through, and it's completely fine to do so, to go from one side to the other side. So some sort of a land control here could be absolutely possible and huge as we see Ares now coming through very, very early for Matreiuss. It is a 6 fishing ship map, so 402 would actually make a lot of sense here for both players, but we actually see Nullus going for a slower advance time here, just about to advance. There he goes to Athena. So no, not really too many surprises here, but this is going to be a very, very big advantage coming for Matreiuss in this map with Ares on these docks here. Now you can kind of separate the docks a little bit, but I feel like you have to put a dock over here and a dock over here in order to dodge the pestilence. So Ares on this map is going to be incredibly strong for Hades and Poseidon players alike, as we do see. Because Oscar is just scouting things out, making sure nothing too funny is coming along, and we'll see how it's all going to go. But hand axe coming through for both Matreiuss and Nullus here as the Toskabos is just scouting around, looking for everything they can do. Athena just about to come through here as houses up, and we are seeing the trireme coming down. Both these docks are up. Matreiuss ready to start pumping very fast as now the dock is up for Nullus as well. But we'll see what Matreiuss is going to do here. There's two lines of thought with Pestilence. So either you use it straight away, or you hold off on it and use it after your opponent pops ships out, because that way you can put pressure on and have a fun time there. As you do see the trireme coming through here, this villager trying to get this dock up. Will Matreiuss notice it or not? Looks like he does notice it, so he's going to be moving forward to try and shoot that villager down. As the villager will be retreating away, the Minotaur moving forward as well. So you see this Cyclops starting to scout around the map. It's very scary. Cyclops is much more terrifying than a Minotaur because he can actually pick up a villager and one-hit it, which is very tough to deal with. Very, very tough to deal with. But the Minotaur can't actually use his special unless you're on Extended Edition. So you can kind of dodge that much, much easier. As we do see the trireme starting to come out here. 2 trireme in this dock right now as this villager getting sniped down. And we don't see the villager. We see the villager dying, but the dock does end up getting up there. That's absolutely huge for Nullus, as I'm sure that the Pestilence is going to get dropped down here soon, as we do see Sentinels getting dropped here. The villagers retreating back. The Minotaur coming through. We haven't seen Bolt used just yet for Nullus. Very smart not to use that one there, but we see the Bolt onto the Ajax here. Might be a bit of a mistake as the Minotaur moving around here will get taken down very, very simply there. We do see the Odysseus coming through for Nullus as well. And we see the Bolt there super late from Nullus as the trireme popping out at this point, and immediately Matreiuss is going to be dropping his Pestilence down. Good micro here keeping that trireme alive, as now Nullus needs to sit underneath his docks right now to get himself a little bit of damage done onto his opponent here. He's got 3 docks here to help out. Is this one doing some damage? Not really, but he's getting the 2 docks shooting at this point as Nullus is going to be trying to run away. There's not really a whole lot of different locations you can run though on Sacred Pond. As Nullus loses his trireme here, he's got how many in the docks? Quite a few. Oh, we've got the Cyclops now in the main base of Nullus here. Nullus trying to micro this one to the best of his ability, but he's not going to be able to do anything but control this at this point as the villager's trying to run away, and the Cyclops manages to pick their villager up. Not only that, the Cyclops sends the villager at these villagers. He gets 1 hit, only the 1 splash damage, but does a lot of damage over there. Another villager going down, not just yet. Odysseus. Did he delete the Odysseus? I think he deleted the Odysseus to bring it back over here. I don't know. Maybe he just lost it. I'm not sure. But the Cyclops getting so much damage done into this location. And we do see the trireme popping out over here as Matreiuss is pulled back himself. We've got only 5 trireme out at this point here for Nullus, as the Odysseus is out, and the Cyclops can simply just retreat all the way back home. Now, we do see a Katoskopos coming in over here. You can actually use that to either speed walk the Cyclops away or start shanking away the Odysseus to slow him down, as we start seeing Matreiuss now moving his Ajax and his Chiron forward to get some good damage done as Nullus pulls back underneath the docks. Look at the score differential here. It's 23 villages for Matreiuss to 19 villages for Nullus here in this game, as the trireme pulling away. Still being very, very defensive, not really needing to do all too much. Will we see a town center coming down here? It looks like that's exactly what's going to be happening for Matreiuss. He's got Hunt over here. He's got berries over here. He doesn't really need the water all too much anymore. It's a big investment to kind of keep the water alive and kicking here when there's really not that many fish here. In the end, if you want to fish the entire pond up, you have to put docks all around there. As we see Matreiuss starting to walk in onto this location over here, going to start trying to target down these villages here as best as he can. Will he notice this one as the Cyclops runs in? He picks up another village. No, he drops the villager. What are you doing? he picks the villager up. He's trying to target the villager onto the other villagers there, but he doesn't manage to do so. He does knock down all the trees, though. A bit of an earthquake comes through as the trireme pushing through for Nullus. Going to actually win this water at this point here, but a town center going to be up for Matreiuss. I'm not sure he's going to care too much. Throwing down archery ranges over on this location here as well, as the Cyclops does end up going down. Villagers starting to attack this one. Over here, how much gold is left on this gold mine? You've got 1,800 gold here. And this is also something that's very, very real against an opponent here on this map. Is while I was talking about the gold star with like a random fake fast heroic into a land rush from the Zeus sides of things, you can very easily get a gold star on the second gold mine here as well. And we're going to be seeing Matreiuss looking like it's going to be going for this. I'd love to see some villagers walking up here. We drop some military buildings down over here. Do we see some ships getting built? No, we do not. As Nullus here, he's going to be sitting out on this location. He's building fishing ships out as fast as he possibly can. See, the Chiron does end up falling over there as the archer rangers through, going to start building those units out as fast as possible. Matreiuss has got his 2 town centers. Look at the villager differential here. Matreiuss is at 32 villages to 20. So technically speaking here, Nullus is now equalizing because of his fishing ships, but he's going to be falling behind because there's only so many fish that he can really build here. And Matreiuss is going to be able to catch up and have an advantage here on that location. But we'll see if this is going to be the right idea or not. As the Katoskopos sitting out over on this position, just keeping an eye on this gold mine. This town center over here needs to keep an eye on this one as we see a stable coming down for Nullus as well. 3 archery ranges down for Matreiuss. Might want to consider going into something not named Toxotes for just a little bit here, like a stable to make a handful of Hippocon here wouldn't go astray. As you see double stables down now for Nullus, as he's kind of realizing exactly what is possible to come for him here. Do we see that stable now coming up? No, he's getting a storehouse down on this location. We'll see how things are going to go. It's now the archers moving forward. Stables all up for Nullus over here. As he's starting to get himself those Hippocon, will we see an immediate reaction here from Matreiuss to throw up a barracks or something? As Persine coming through for Nullus as well. A couple of villagers getting taken down. This is absolutely huge. Every villager pick here is gigantic. As the villagers retreating away, we've got 3 of those Hippocon coming in right now as the trireme coming through to try and take down these fishing ships, which Matreiuss is greedily trying to gather from at this point. Matreiuss not paying attention there for the time being. He's trying to focus down villages as best as he can. Look at this. The gold mine over here is completely naked for the time being. Going to be able to target that down for the time being here. It's more fishing ship getting cleaned up. More archers coming through. We see a medium archers coming through as well. Still no stable for Matreiuss here. He's got plenty of food in the bank. Could definitely do with a little bit of that, but he's going to be going after these villages as fast as he possibly can. We've got 43 villages for Matreiuss to 23 villages for Nullus as these Hippocon coming in, trying to get a little bit of damage done. We see the villagers moving over onto this straggler tree, but one doesn't manage to go down there. We see the Hippocon coming through, trying to get a little bit of ship damage done over there as houses going down. It looks like a little bit of a housing crisis for Nullus as he needs that down to get his army out. Still not able to pick off any villages. Good garrison marker there from Nullus as the Hippocon coming through here. We do see one getting taken down on that position as the villagers over on this location over here going to start getting targeted down. We see more units coming through over here for Matreiuss, but he's not bringing them in as we do see a restoration getting dropped by Nullus here. But that's exactly what Matreiuss is going to be wanting here as he pulls back. Still no stable. He's still going with archery ranges. Does he have villagers on the temple? He does have favor coming through. So a potential for another Cyclops to get built is a possibility here for Matreiuss. He could also drop a 3rd town center and maybe try and grab this town center as an idea, or try and grab this town center as another idea. As more Toxotes coming in onto this position, we've only got ourselves 7 Hippocon to 16 Toxotes, and with the help of an Ajax here to start shanking down Hippocon, you can very, very easily win this fight with Toxotes. It's a very, very strong army composition until there's more of these units, and you can see that exactly happening there as Ajax helps target down these Hippocon so that the Toxotes don't really miss. And not only that, tanking down against the Hippocon damage there as well, as now we have to see the Toxotes retreating away as the villagers coming through here to help out. We've got villagers trying to push in onto this gold mine over here, but Toxotes are already over there as we see an attempt at a storehouse on this location over here as the Hippocon coming through here. The Toxotes is going to be fighting this one off very, very easily over here. Villagers getting taken down very quickly. Nullus at 19 villagers now, and Nullus in that moment does decide to tap out. Beautiful play here from Matreiuss. Goes for the heavy attack on the water. Nullus has to overcommit to fight back here. Whereas, I actually kind of feel like there's a world where if Nullus just went for like 2 docks here and just dropped a 2nd town center straight away, I reckon he would have been completely fine on this map, not having any problems, and just go full land after that instead of building any ships. The more I watch this map, the more I say, is the water actually even worth it to fight for? Is this map going to end up being like everyone just goes 6 fishing ships and they don't target it at all? It's just like 2 ships max and then that's kind of it. I'm not even sure. Like the more I watch it, it just seems like the gold mines are open. It's easy to walk through your opponent's base here. You don't have to walk past the shores. You can clean up this tower very easily to open up the map. And it's just I don't know, but we're a very interesting game here. Matreiuss up 2-1 against Nullus. He's going to be on match point now. We'll see what he's going to do in the next map here. But Nullus has got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he's going to do. If you guys enjoyed this one, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.